Hello and welcome to Season 2 of The Lion's Den as we begin the 25-26 athletic season. I am Jocelyn Pomplin, joined by men's golfer Sam Sewell and women's golfer Alissa Situmorang. Guys, how are we doing today?
Pretty
Good.
good.
A brief recap of the opening weekend here. Volleyball went 3-1 at the Union Volleyball Classic. Cross country opened its season at the RSU Distance After Dark. Women's tennis competed at the Rumble by the River. And, of course, these guys, the golf teams, had a very successful first tournament at the NSU Women's Invitational and the Mule up in Missouri. First off, Sam, you missed all of last year due to injury, spent it all rehabbing. How does it feel to be back?
It feels good. I didn't think I was going to come back for a little bit just because I was senior last year. So it feels good to get back into it and play some golf.
Did you miss it?
Oh, yeah. No, last year stunk not playing, but
Now, you essentially were like an assistant coach last year. I mean, when I went to the tournaments to take pictures and stuff. How did that help you grow as a player? What was that experience like? What were different things you took from that?
I mean, it was good. Like every week we got to see how kids think, how they play the course. And I got to see a lot of different kids play golf. And from that aspect, I got to see how I should play golf, how I can be a better player, a smarter player, the way I think on the course. This week playing, I used to get a little frustrated with myself in the past with playing, but this week it was just like, can't do anything about it. Just, keep plugging along and, being out last year, I'm just thankful I can even play this year. So it was peaceful this week just to be out there playing.
I said the team took third place. You took second place after a playoff. You finished with a 208, which is 2 under. You shot a 67 in the final round, just 3 under, your lowest score in your time as a Lion. What was working for you, not just in that round, but overall?
I mean, I was talking to Coach about it today, actually. I don't feel like I'm playing any different golf than I was in the past. I think it's all mental. Third round, started, I bogeyed my first hole. Usually in the past I might get a little mad and just end up playing average that day, but kind of just looked over at my pops. He came out to watch, and I was like, dude, you got the life right now. You're playing golf. Your dad's here watching. Like, just have fun today. And then, Lord willing, it all turned out pretty well for the rest of the day.
And now over to you, Alissa. Congratulations, earning medalist honors at the NSU Invitational.
Thank you.
And MIAA Women's Golfer of the Week. Just kind of describe that feeling of winning the tournament and being named Golfer of the Week.
It was like a super unreal feeling. I mean, the whole time during the tournament, I wasn't keeping track of how I was doing. I was just really focused on my game and staying competitive the whole time. And so kind of walking off the green and seeing all my teammates giving me that look of encouragement was so real. It was amazing.
I say, and now, you saw your teammate, Allie, win the tournament last year. Now you got to do it, and she finished third. What is that feeling like, with your teammates supporting you and you being on both sides of that now?
It felt amazing. Allie had an amazing year, and she still played great this tournament. We all did. So just seeing how we were all there for each other was awesome.
And now you kind of had two completely different rounds.
I did.
The first round, up and down, back and forth, 6 birdies. The second round, 14 straight pars.
Yes.
Nothing but consistent. What was kind of working for you? What was the difference in the 2 rounds?
I will say the first round felt like the craziest round I've ever played. I mean, when I was thinking about it, I was walking up to my 7th hole, and I was like, I'm even with a double and a bogey somehow, and no pars going into it. So that round felt long and draining, but I just wanted to stay into it, kept my head down, kept praying, just locked in. And then that second round was very smooth sailing, and I don't know how to explain it. They both had their own frustrating moments, but in the end, it all worked out. So.
And now kind of going overall with the team aspect. Team finished second overall. For you guys, the team finished third overall. Preseason polls came out this week. The women were picked second in the MIAA. The men were picked fourth. What are kind of some goals for both you and the team this year?
Seeing that we were picked second definitely gave all of us this big relief, knowing last season we went all the way to nationals when we weren't even expected to do so, and we're all so young and so there for each other. So when we found that out, it was kind of like we've got this, we can keep it going. So our goals are to just stay there for each other and keep doing what we're doing and work harder and just keep it going.
And the kind of same question for you. What are kind of some goals for both you and the team?
Yeah, I think I guess to start with me, just keep plugging away. Not to get consumed on results, but more other just how much quality time I'm having this year with the boys. But as far as the team goes, after I know I didn't play last year, but I coached, and seeing us finish second at conference, them picking us to be fourth, it's a little, it'll make you mad a little bit. Think they still think we're not the best. So it's definitely it'll definitely fire us up this year. And I think
you mentioned quality time, and I spoke with Daniel, in the spring after the spring season. He said, his best moments from the year are just hanging out with the team, outside of golf, while you guys are on the road.
Oh yeah, no, that's the best part of it, and we got new faces this year. Last event, we arguably, I didn't play last year. We had two new kids, Fisher Phillips and Murphy Allard, and then just us three that playing this week. So that wasn't a top five we had last year. Over half the team was new, and a little different dynamics. We all just met each other, but it was a blast getting know each other better and just goofing around, joking around, just having a good time. So really looking forward to just having a fun year and not get too caught up on all the statistics.
So now they've got 11 guys, a bunch of new faces. Over to the women's side, you returned a majority of the players that competed at the Nationals last year. What was that experience like for you individually, and then how does that experience help you grow for this season?
The Nationals experience for myself was very eye-opening. We walked up for our practice round, you just see all the flags of all the schools that made it, and it's just on a beautiful golf course that it's the best of the best, and we're getting out there and getting ready to go compete. So very eye-opening that we got to do that, and I'm sure it was the same for all the other girls on the team. Seeing all of them come back was also really nice because we were all so close last year, and then now this year's like a good sisterhood for sure. And then we have those three new girls, Lexi, Paris, and Catherine, and we've all gotten along so well. We've got a really good dynamic going, and I'm excited for traveling for sure and getting closer with them.
And then kind of how does that experience help you for this season?
It helps me for this season because it's ultimately a goal. I knew we did it before, we can do it again, and even now do better. So
I'm saying I think there's a lot of high expectations around the program.
There
after
is.
reaching that for the first time, you winning the first tournament, Allie winning regionals last year, making it to nationals, being picked second in the NCAA. I think last year you were hunting that spot. Now there's a lot of people hunting you guys.
I agree, and again, also it feels like maybe pressure's the word, but I know all of us, pressure makes diamonds, and I know all of us got that mindset, so it's exciting. I like it.
And we received a few votes in the coaches poll top 25, so there's still a lot of room, for improvement.
For growth.
Long season to go, but you guys started out on the right foot.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
Let's see. So kind of going back to the start of the round, what do you each do mentally to prepare yourself for a round? Who wants to go first?
You can go first if you want.
Mentally, not a whole lot.
I don't know. We talked beforehand.
I typically roll out of bed about 4 minutes before we have to be downstairs. Throw on some clothes, brush my teeth, get down there, eat a pancake or two. But yeah, get to the course. I don't like warming up for a long while, so I'll sit in the van and doom scroll for a good bit, and then about 45 minutes, 30 minutes before we have to leave, I'll go out there, roll a couple putts, hit a couple golf balls, go in to the clubhouse and just kind of sit around a little bit. But yeah, and then music is my biggest thing. I gotta have music. There's a song that the night I just forgot it.
You said,
I said it right before
said
this started.
Reba.
It's Reba McEntire. The night something down in
Lights
Georgia.
Went Out in Georgia.
The night the lights went out in Georgia. That is a bar. Gotta have it.
You
A
heard,
bar.
you heard it here. That's what gets us
Gotta have
motivated for a round.
Gets me going.
And Alissa?
For me, try to get good night's rest. I don't think I roll out of bed 4 minutes before we leave, but I wish I could. But no, it really doesn't. I don't try to lock in the mindset until I'm in the parking lot in the van and stuff, and I just put on my headphones and listen to some music. Make sure I ate good before, like before this tournament. We had some Chick-fil-A. It was pretty good. And yeah, just like he said, music. And I don't really get out until about 40 minutes before I tee off as well. So just sit in the van, just get a good
You don't wanna
mental
waste all your good
process.
shots.
Right?
Mm-mm.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
What is one thing each of you really focused on, in the off season? Where's one part of your game that you really wanted to improve?
Over the summer for me was definitely improving my off the tee and my wedges once I get on the green for sure. So I really worked hard on that this summer.
For me, it was anything inside of 120 yards and putting. I mean, I'm terrible at putting, so
Well, you know what they say.
gotta keep working on it.
You know what they say. Try for show, putt for dough.
Yeah.
I didn't seem to work this last week.
Yeah, here and there. I still three putted a few times, but it's okay.
What is your go-to club?
This week I found it. It's 121 yards.
You just said that you were working on 120.
Mm-hmm. 100,
Write down that.
121 with a 48 degree, a little back foot, 3/4 swing. It's like impossible not to hit it close.
Okay.
For me, I think just my 8-iron's always got my back off every tee, onto any green. He's always there for me, so that's mine.
All right. And now let's move on to some stuff outside of golf. Obviously, you guys are here. You play golf. That occupies a lot of your time during the season. But you also are college students. You like to have a little life outside of that. What is one thing you like to do outside of golf?
I think biggest thing for me is hanging out with the guys and the girls team. Just all of us having fun. Yeah.
Coach told me you have a little side hustle too.
Yeah, I got a little side hustle. I do landscaping on the side, so that's pretty fun. I started it up a couple weeks ago here for the first time. I actually did my first job was for Mr. Tucker, the CFO of the school. So that was.
I said he's showing me pictures of
yeah.
what you were doing.
Yeah, so I mean.
I don't know how you call it that fun because my family has a landscape business. And that's what I grew up doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not exactly fun.
I don't know why I'm like it, but I just like anytime I can dig something and put it in a wheelbarrow and have to wheelbarrow stuff.
We had college athletes come work for us
Mhm.
all the time in the summer, and it's nice working outside. And then it was like a workout in its own.
Mhm.
They had reports. Oh, they were doing better stuff. Like but this landscaping stuff helped me more than lifting weights.
Oh yeah,
So there's definitely ways to look at it.
I like to see the start product and the end product. That's what really.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I really like, and of course, making a little extra dough on the side is always comforting for the weekends. But yeah.
All right, Alissa, what do you do outside of golf?
Honestly, just hanging out with the whole team is my favorite. It's big. It just puts golf on hold, and you're still with your whole team. So just hanging out with them. This sounds funny, but just driving around listening to music is super fun. Me, Allie, and Lauren did that a bunch last year, and it was just kind of like our little escape. So thinking back on those memories and doing them again this year, that's definitely my favorite.
What is one thing nobody knows about you?
Back home in Texas, I have a golden retriever, and I miss her a lot. So I really miss her.
Okay. Last thing here, Sam, what are you going to school for, and what are your future plans upon graduation?
So I actually graduated last year. I got my bachelor's, I think you call it, in small business enterprise and investments. And then this year I'm just taking 2 classes so I can be eligible. Really, that's about it.
So you said small business. So like, are you trying to go into the landscaping
Yeah,
full time, make it your?
yeah. I definitely want to see where golf goes this year. See how good I can get. Definitely need to get a lot better. But if I can get to a point where I think it's financially smart to try and go play pro, I'll definitely try to go play for at least a year, and just kind of see what happens. You never know. Might never make a cut, lose all my money, but I could.
At least you try.
I could win something. It could lead to something cool. But if that doesn't work out, landscaping. Go ahead and start a business. Don't know where yet. From Dallas, so all my family's there. So definitely would probably like to be there, but I'd have grown a love for Northwest Arkansas and Fort Smith. So we'll see.
And now you're a little further away from graduation. So what are you studying?
I'm in elementary education right now, so my goal is eventually to just be a teacher.
Is there a grade or subject you want to teach?
I want to stick to the younger kids, so probably like 2nd grade is my goal.
I could never be a teacher. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Sam and Alissa, thank you both for joining me today. Looking forward to this weekend. Volleyball has 4 matches at the Ready Tiger Invitational, starting tonight at 5 o'clock, and then again 2 matches tomorrow and 1 on Saturday. Men's tennis takes their turn at Rummel by the River. Men's golf back in action next week at the NSU Invitational. The women just where you guys are off for the week, and get back at it the following week in Minnesota.
Oh yeah.
So that's somewhere new. You guys like going the same places, or would you prefer new tournaments that you guys haven't been to before?
There's courses that are cool and there's courses that aren't. But we have to play in them for conference. But the tournament we just went to, I'd love to go back there every year. It's a good course.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I love traveling, but there's always those good courses that you want to go back to.
Oh yeah.
All right, and for all those events and recaps and every such thing, you can visit UAFortSmithLines.com or follow us on social media, on X, Facebook, Instagram for all the latest news. Again, Sam and Alissa, thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next time on another episode of The Lions Den.